again with the Live with Jay series, part 23. Hopefully, you guys are going to be joining us soon. We can start conversating about different things, different topics, a lot that I want to talk about today. Kicking back at the house, chilling, relaxing. Hopefully, you guys will be joining us soon. Once again, you're tuning in to Live with Jay, with Jose, with Oakland Latinos United. Kicking back. So, what's up, man? How's everybody doing out there? This is Jose once again, live with Jay, part 23. Your Sunday evening live feed. Hopefully, you guys are joining me. I want to talk about a lot of different things. Press the like button if you're joining me. Tell your friends, tell your family to join in, and let's get this conversation rolling. Once we get a little bit more people, I'll start. But yeah, there's a couple of things that I want to talk about. I would definitely want to talk about the hello, Marco. Um, I definitely want to talk about the police killing of Mario Gonzalez in Alameda, and I want to get your guys' opinion on what you think about it. If you guys haven't seen the video yet, you can go to my video, and I have it linked on there. I made a video about the incident. And hey, what's up, Barbesque? Be sure to press that like button, man. But I want to talk about that incident. What I'm talking about is I want to talk about the death of Mario Gonzalez, who died at the hands of the Alameda police last Saturday, I believe, a week ago. And what do you guys think about that case? I made a video about it, and I left a link to the video that was released by the police in Alameda. And a lot of us who grew up in the area, we know that the Alameda police is not too fond of people of color or people from Oakland, especially. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'm wondering if you guys seen that video. Tell me what you guys think. It looks like they pretty much manhandled Homeboy, and Homeboy passed away. He didn't have to die. You know what I mean? Because I mean, what did he really do? You know what I mean? You know, he was just being kind of suspicious in a park, and he looked homeless, kind of. You know what I mean? That's not a grounds to kill somebody, and he was maybe resisting a tiny bit. Yeah, he was drunk. He was maybe resisting a tiny bit, but it didn't go to slam him on the ground and shove his face in the ground and get on top of him and all the stuff they did in the video. They did too much, put it like that. And that is the reason why Homeboy passed away. They didn't have to do all that. And yeah, man, I don't know if any of you guys ever had any run-ins with the Alameda police, but they're notorious. They're notorious. You know what I mean? Like like I said, those of us who grew up in Oakland, know that once you cross that bridge over into Alameda, the chances of being messed with by Alameda PD is very high. But yeah, man, it seems like he was possibly drunk. Maybe he stole something from one of the grocery stores across the street because this happened over there by South Shore Mall. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. That's over there kind of by the Alameda Beach. Right there, I think it's Otis and Park Street is where this is located. If you guys are joining me, press the like button as well. You know what I mean? But that's basically over there by the Alameda Beach, kind of over there by the bowling alley, about a block down from there. And there's like a little park across the street from the Walgreens. And I guess homeboy Mario Gonzalez was hanging out there, possibly tipsy, and some people called 5 saying that he was acting suspicious or whatever. Police came, and they were talking to him. He was talking a little incoherently. He wasn't in the right state of mind. He was possibly drunk, maybe having a manic episode. I'm not exactly sure, but the police handcuffed him. He slightly resisted, then the police slammed him on the ground and put his knee on his back and on his shoulder. I think it didn't look like they had his knee on his neck though, but I think on his shoulder, and kind of shoved his face into the ground. And you could tell that he was kind of gasping for air, sort of. You could tell that he was having a hard time breathing. I mean, he was a big guy, you know what I mean? He was a big guy, and yeah, man. Yeah, for whatever reason, his heart stopped, and he passed away. And I mean, that's sad, man. They didn't have to do all that, man. You know, the Alameda police did not have to do all that. All I could hope, man, is that people bring light to this situation because a lot of raza gets killed out there by the police, and no one ever says nothing about it. There's no big movements. There's no big artists. You know, LeBron James isn't speaking about it, etc. You know what I mean? It's like when it's our people, not even those Latinos that are famous talk about it. You know what I mean? And it's like that's a perfect example of the police killing a brown man for no reason in our own backyard in Alameda. Because Alameda, to me, is my backyard. Because I grew up right on the border with Alameda, and yeah, like the death of Mario Gonzalez, it was pretty troubling, man. When I seen the video, it made me really sad, man. When I seen that video, it was eye opening, disturbing for sure, and yeah, they didn't have to do all that, man. There's gonna be a rally, I think, tomorrow in Alameda at 3, or at the Fruit Belt Bart, and they're gonna march to Alameda. So hopefully a lot of people show up, man. I'll try to show up if I have a chance, but yeah, that's pretty messed up, man. I see we only got a few people. Hopefully, more people be joining. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the situation. Did the police do too much? You know, they just obviously didn't know how to handle that situation. You know what I mean? Live stream. Yeah, I'll see if I can make it tomorrow. I'll see if I can. I can't guarantee you I might be busy, but if I can make it tomorrow, I'll definitely live stream that for sure. But yeah, it's just like I said, it was very disturbing. And press that like button if you're joining. Please press the like and subscribe, and tell your friends and your family to join in on the live stream. But yeah, it's very disturbing, man. And a lot of Raza has been killed over the years by 5-0, and mistreated by 5-0 just as well. Obviously, a lot of us, we live in the hoods, we live in the barrios, we live in poor neighborhoods, and yes, a lot of us have a history of gangbanging and stuff like that. You know, let's face it, but it doesn't mean that they have to harass us. They're always done that, but now that they're held accountable because of the body cams. Exactly, exactly. The body cams speak for it all. I mean, if it would have been in the past, they would have probably got away with it. They would have probably been able to say he got belligerent and we did what we had to do and he died. Oh well. But now that there's body cameras, now that there's cameras everywhere, phones, you know, now this can be exposed more often. And I understand a cop's job is not easy. I'm not even gonna pretend to say that a cop's job is easy because it's not. It's a hard job. But at the same time, it's I think the police overreact in a lot of situations. It's nothing new. I mean, I'm an older guy. I'm probably older than a lot of you guys out there. I'm 43, and I can tell you, I've seen the police do all kinds of fucked up things when I was young. I've seen them hogtie people. I've seen them manhandle people. I've seen them put guns in people's heads. I've seen them pull people over for no reason. I've seen a lot of things over the years, and I've seen it with my own eyes. These aren't stories that I've seen on the news. I've seen this stuff in the hoods, in the barrios out there. You feel me? And yeah, the police when I was growing up, they were able to get away with murder more often because there weren't cameras, there weren't all the stuff that exists now. I think a long time ago when the Rodney King thing happened, the thing that was unique about that case, it was one of the first times someone filmed it, filmed the police actually brutalizing somebody. And that happened, those riots happened in April of 92. Back when that happened, if you're old enough to remember that. But yeah, man, if you're joining me, press that like button, add something to the conversation. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you had a good Sunday out there. I was out in Oakland earlier and it was pretty live out there. It's pretty lit. There was a lot of people cruising around. There was people doing sideshows. I seen a sideshow over there like on 50 something in Foothill earlier. Hella people out there because of Cinco de Mayo weekend. They had their flags out. People cruising around East 14th and trucks and a couple. I seen a few lowriders too. A lot of those dirt bike motorcycles. I seen them rolling around. But yeah, it was pretty lit out there in the town today. I seen hella fools just cruising around, you know. And 5-0 everywhere, obviously, fucking with people. I seen the ghetto bird flying around too. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys are enjoying this your weekend. It was a nice weekend actually in the Bay Area. The day was nice. It was actually warm out here in Oakland. But yeah, so how's everybody doing? Talking about, like I said, the Mario Gonzalez case, in Alameda. Alameda police, they have a notorious reputation. I mean, I remember when we were young, whenever we would cross into Alameda, the police would always pull us over for no reason. What up with it? Much love and respect. Got an out of town business. Yee. That's right. But yeah, like when I was a kid and a teenager, we used to cross into Alameda across the Fruitvale or the Park Street Bridge. And I remember the police, they used to be on us, bro. Right when we used to cross the damn bridge, bro, they'd be waiting for us right there, bro. And that's just how it was. I remember my dad, too. My dad is what you stereotypically call a paisa. Even he used to be nervous to go to Alameda. He used to be like, no, no quiero ir allá, los policías allá joden mucho. I remember he used to tell me that all the time. Which means, I don't want to go over there. The police out there harass people a lot. So, yeah. But, yeah, that was messed up what happened. Thank God that the body cameras captured the arrest of Mario Gonzalez, because if it wouldn't, like I said, it would have been another death at the hands of the police, and they would have got away with it. They wouldn't have been held accountable. R.P. Martin, those cops basically did the same thing they did to George Floyd. Cops told him, wake up like idiots. Yeah, the thing that's funny, which one, what kind of tripped me out? Press the like button if you guys are on here. Please press that like button. The thing that tripped me out was, hey, what it do, Cepeda? The thing that tripped me out was, like, when he was dying, they were like asking him, so your name's Mario? What's your birthday, Mario? And he's over here, he can barely even breathe. It's like, dude, why the fuck are you questioning him when the man sounds like he's about to, pass out? You know what I mean? And then when he knocks out, then all of a sudden they're all worried. Like, oh my God, don't get on him. Turn him around. Like, dude, you shouldn't have did that in the first place for he won't pass away. You know what I mean? But, they press the like button if you guys are joining in. But, yeah, they should have never did that. They should have never got on top of him. Some could say it could be like the George Floyd thing. I could see similarities for sure. I don't know really if they were on top of his neck, but they definitely were on top of like his shoulder blade, kind of like the middle of his back. And he was a big dude. You know what I mean? A little out of shape. I'm a big dude too, so you know what I mean. Um, and he looked like he was possibly intoxicated. I don't really hear the outcry from Rasa. Yeah, man, it's eye opening. I'm surprised, you know, that more Rasa celebrities ain't talking about it. The same way black celebrities talk about when their people die, ours, uh, ours don't. You know what I mean? I don't hear the outcry, but American Cholo did talk about it. He's from out there from SoCal. He talked about the case, and out here in the Bay Area, it's definitely a case that's being talked about. A lot of activists and the activist circles are definitely talking about it. And tomorrow there's gonna be a rally, I think, in Alameda, at the police station at Fruitvale Bar, and they're gonna march to the Alameda police station. I'm gonna try to make it. I'm gonna try to make it. Check it out. But definitely those cops should be held accountable for that. I mean, at best they should at least be fired if they don't go to jail. But something needs to happen because, yeah, they overdid it. They overdid it. They treated dude like a piece of shit, basically, man, and killed him. They didn't have to do all that. For real, they did not have to do all that. Regardless if he was intoxicated or whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like he did any crime. His only crime was looking bummy at a park. You know what I mean? Being sort of drunk. In Alameda at that. You know. Alameda is known as Whiteyville to many. There's a lot of Asians too. There's some Rasan blacks there too. But yeah, man, rest in peace to the homeboy. That's messed up. I heard he's from Oakland too. That homeboy Mario Gonzalez. I heard he's from the town. But yeah, R.I.P. Anybody out there in Oakland today? It seemed like it was kind of lit earlier when I was out there. They made a big deal because it's not from Alameda, asking him why is he there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I seen that. To me, though, the one that tripped me out was when he was dying. They were like, "What's your birthday, Mario? What's your last name?" Like, what the hell? Like, we need to make big deals out of even if you ain't Chicano. Humans don't have empathy to what happens. Gonzalo, when I don't know what. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, regardless of what color a person is, you know what I mean? The police shouldn't be out there killing people. You know, that's not the law of the land. Press the like button if you guys are joining me. But that's not the law of the land. You know what I mean? A la murder, yeah, man. A la mierda is what my uncle used to call it. But yeah, man. But Alameda police are notorious, bro. If you guys like, I think homeboy's from Jingletown. The homeboy that said Alameda, he knows because I grew up on East Seventh Street. He's from Jingletown. He knows if once you cross when you cross that bridge, them Alameda police be on you, especially if you're coming from the town. You feel me? If you're black or brown coming from Oakland into Alameda sometimes, they'll be on you. Yeah, yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I shit you not, bro. I used to always see them, the Alameda police cross the Fruitvale Bridge. Yeah, if you're from the town going in, it's over, yeah. I remember when I was a kid, you know where the glass factory is on Fruitvale? Right there by East 7th Street? I remember I used to see the Alameda police cross the Fruitvale Bridge, park in front of the glass factory, and drop off like black or brown people from Oakland. And then they would turn back around. I used to always see them do that when I was a little kid, bro. Used to always see them fools do that. They'd always like basically dump all the undesirables out in Oakland. Basically, is what they were doing. You know what I mean? You would see that all the time. But yeah, Alameda policeman. That's the first police force that ever fucked with me. I was 14 years old, and me and my brother were walking down across the Fruitvale Bridge, and we got pulled over. And my almost shot dead by Pinot police. He had a cell phone and said he had a gun. R.I.P. Mickey. Damn, I know Pinot is also like in Alameda. It's like yeah, Pinot. I could see a parallel to it like Alameda because Pinot borders Richmond, and it's kind of like you have this nice town Pinot, and it borders like the hood. It's the same thing with Alameda. It's Alameda, but it's right next to Oakland. You know what I mean? So I could see that. What year did that happen in Pinot, if you don't mind me asking? I'm trying to remember if I heard about that. But yeah, man, like I used to go to Alameda all the time. I still go out there all the time. You know, I used to go out to the beach all the time, to Crown Beach. I used to go. What's they? Why can't these Karens mind their business? Who was Mark bothering? I think cops should have held. Hold on, I can't read what it said. I'm sorry. You can read that. Oh, shot by I think he person who could the cops, bro. Oh, 5 years ago. You could look it up. I'll look it up. Yeah, man. Yeah, them Karens, them, whoever, you heard the 911 calls, they had them on there. We're like, there's a suspicious man at the park, and, I don't know, he looks kind of drunk. He's not doing anything, he's just scaring my wife. Some dude literally said that. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. It's, yeah, I mean, but Alameda Police is notorious for that. Karen and the barbecue Becky's. Yeah, I was at Lake Merritt today. I was thinking about that, about the barbecue Becky's. I was with my homeboy Dulo, Factone's son. I did an interview with him. I bought a shirt off him and some pants. He has his own clothing line. That's my boy Dulo, Antonio de Leon Jr. Check out his By the Flock. That's the name of his page on IG. Yeah, I was kicking it with him at Lake Merritt earlier. But yeah, man, that's where that barbecue Becky thing happened. Was at fucking Lake Merritt. Trying to kick us out, man. They don't want black and brown hanging out at the lake or in Alameda. But I mean, I grew up, I have a lot of good memories of Alameda. The Karen needs to be held accountable. Yeah, why not? You know what I mean? I mean, I went there. I felt so bad when I seen the video, man. Like that video really disturbed me. Why lie? That video of Mario Lopez, Mario Lopez. Why do I keep calling him Mario? My bad, Mario Gonzalez. Mario Lopez. Mario Gonzalez disturbed me so bad that the next day I was in Oakland hanging out doing something, and I went into Alameda to where he died, and I made the video. You know what I mean? It was the very next day. I had seen the video of his arrest the day before, and then the next day I was doing something in the town, and I was out there. Julio Paredes killed by Emeryville police, 2006. I think I remember hearing about that in 2006. Yeah, Emeryville police, they're weird too, man. I had some run-ins with them back in the day. So did my brother. You know, they can be funny too. The Emeryville police, they're like these small little police forces, and they ain't got nothing to do. What was he getting arrested for anyway? Exactly. I think they're gonna try to say that he looked intoxicated and that they're gonna arrest him for drunk in public. That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, this is the thing. I guarantee you, this is what they're gonna say. And I'm not even making fun of Mario Gonzalez, but this is what they're gonna say. They're gonna say he died because he was overweight and his heart stopped. That's exactly what they're gonna say. I guarantee you, that's the excuse they're gonna try to make. That he was intoxicated, that he was overweight, and that he died because of that. Or they're gonna say he was on drugs and overweight, but they're gonna use the overweight thing. I can guarantee you, I can almost put money on it that they're gonna use that excuse as why he died. Mark my word. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But when it happens, be like, damn, Jose from Oakland Latinos United called it. But that's going to be their defense. They're going to try to say, well, he was overweight and, he was drunk or possibly on drugs. They're going to try to say that this toxicology report it came back that he was on something. And they're going to try to say that, bro. Well, yeah, I'm not saying the cops didn't murder him. I'm saying the cops' defense is going to be that. The same way they said the same thing about that dude in New York. I don't remember his name. The big guy. He was like a chubby dude too, and they choked him to death. They tried to say he died because he was overweight and he had a heart attack. When it was like literally the police choked him to death. This was in New York a few years back. I can't remember the name of the dude. So many of them, man. It's sad, but I'm just saying that the Alameda police is gonna try to use that excuse. Exactly. They're gonna say that that's the excuse they're gonna use to protect their own. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I mean, I remember like the Alameda police harassing me and my brother when I was a kid. You know, twice. I was like 12 years old, and another time when I was about 10. They came into the hood over there on East 7th Street and fucked with us. Another time they fucked with my brother. My brother was kind of being an idiot, and he got caught up at the little shopping center by the Fruitvale Bridge. He was shoplifting something. But yeah, man, that happened to me when I was a kid with my brother. They put us in the backseat of the police car. Another time, they grabbed my brother and they tried to accuse him of stealing something in Alameda, and he wasn't even the person who did it. So, yeah, there's a history there. But yeah, anybody from the town knows that's what happened. That's how the police are in that town. I heard about Emeryville too. I heard about them being funny. Allen County is just plain corrupt. Yeah, yeah. Oakland police is no better. You know, never had too many run-ins with San Leandro, but I heard stories about them. Haven't ran into the Hayward PD too much either. But I've heard about them doing fucked up things. Was filming the police like thing? Not really, bro. Well, you gotta remember, in my days, there wasn't much video recording. You know what I mean? Sheriffs, be careful with them boys. Like in my days when I was a youngster, camera phones for sure did not exist yet. You know what I mean? uh, you know, not everyone had cameras that recorded, and to have a camera that recorded, you had to have a like a what you call it, I don't know, camcorder. And not everybody could afford a camcorder. They were really expensive. Only some people had them. Yeah, Contra Costa County sheriffs. Yeah, they are weird. Martinez police is kind of messed up too. I had some run-ins with them a long time ago. Um, so not everybody had them. Like Rodney King. Somebody mentioned Rodney King. Rodney King was kind of like a unique thing at that time. It was probably the first time anyone ever filmed the police doing something like that. But you got to remember, at that time, not everyone can afford camcorders. They were not cheap, and people from the hood just didn't have them really. So it was hard to film the police. You know what I mean? Because not everyone had that technology yet, and not everyone could afford what was available at the time, and that's the truth. You know, in some states they try to pass laws making it illegal to film the police. I believe it is probably in those some of those Republican states. You know, yeah. I mean, you should always film the police if they're doing. I mean, I guess if even if they're not doing nothing bad, but definitely if they're doing some shady stuff, it's always smart to film them because look, like I said, I'm not gonna say that a cop's job is easy. I'm not even gonna say that I hate the police or anything like that. I understand that the police, is there to do a job, but knowing history, knowing the things I know, the studies I've done about Latin America, about the Germans, about Europe, living in a police state where you're afraid of the police is not a good thing, man. It's really not a good thing. And you know, I know the history, like say El Salvador, where the police forces out there were known to kill and brutalize people for no reason, which is one of the reasons the war started in the 80s, was to rebel against that. You know what I mean? In Mexico too, the police is corrupted. They're bought off. They treat people like shit. You know what I mean? It's just a thing. That's the thing. You don't want to have a corrupted police force, and you definitely don't want to have a police state, a militarized police state, because the results are going to be people getting killed. The results are people going to be distrustful of the police or distrustful of law authorities. A lot of people hesitate to call police because they might be a victim. Yeah, man. I mean, I was in a situation one time when I worked at this job, and this fucking weirdo came in and flashed on me for no reason. I mean, for no reason whatsoever. I wasn't necessarily scared of the dude, but I didn't want to have to fight him or get physical with him, and I didn't want to call the police on him because I knew it wasn't going to solve anything. So I tried my best to resolve the situation and calm his ass down. And luckily I did, but the dude just came in there crazy, like, just flashing on me for no reason. And I knew that if I called the police, it was just going to make the situation worse. It wasn't going to take care of anything. You know what I mean? The dude didn't threaten me or nothing, but he was just like being a J-cat, like flipping out on me for no reason. Luckily, I was able to handle the situation calmly and calm the dude down. But that was one experience I had where most people would have probably called the police, and I tried my best not to. You know what I mean? I was able to resolve the situation and not have it escalate to the police coming. You know, because I know that if I would have called the police, it would have been bad. It probably would have been bad for him. Maybe it would have been bad for me. You know what I mean? And it's just like I didn't want that. I just didn't want that. I didn't want to call the police, and I didn't. I dealt with the situation, and that's how it happened. Now I understand, like if someone is being crazy out there, or someone's doing some suspicious ass shit. I mean, I'm not mad if you call the police on them if they are being fucking crazy or unstable or something. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing against that. But if it's just some random person walking down your street and you're all freaked out and you're calling the police, it's like, what are you calling the police for? You know what I mean? Unless you see that person being very suspicious or doing something that you shouldn't be doing, like trying to break into a neighbor's house or something like that, or break into your car or something, then I could understand you calling the police, or if it's a medical emergency of some sort, you know. But yeah, man, it's I don't know. It's just one of those weird things. It's like we dislike the police, but in some weird way, you gotta have the police out there in some things, you know. And it's just it is what it is, man. My thing is, I'm just against a militarized police force. That's what I'm against. There's gonna be the police, have the police, but don't have a militarized police force in the hoods or even in this country, because we're not at war. We don't need to have a militarized police in this country. To be really honest with you, you know, that's why they have SWAT teams and stuff like that. You know what I mean, to handle situations like that. But you know, it is what it is. You know, a lot of cops, we already know that they get hungry with power. They, you know, they abuse their authority. They know they have a license to kill. They have a license to fuck with anyone. And I'm not gonna say all cops act like that, but a lot of them get caught up in that mentality of us versus them. You know what I mean? It's like fuck them. You know what I mean? That's kind of their mentality. Not all. I'm not gonna say all, but a lot of them. I think if the cops who grew up in the trench and the police in the hood, it would have solved a lot of problems. Can relate to people from the hood. Yeah, man. I mean, I read an Oakland police history book once, and Bay Area Ground Power. That's right. So I read a book about Oakland history back in the days, and back in the days in Oakland, the police used to actually hire people from Oakland. That was like one of the required rules. So most of the cops in Oakland, I would say this was about into the 1950s, used to only hire people from Oakland. But then when white people started, well, you got to remember, this is when Oakland was all white. Then when white people started moving to the suburbs, sub North Side local respect, when white people started moving to the suburbs, then they stopped hiring people from Oakland and they started hiring people from the suburbs, from other states. Supposedly they hired people from the South, and that's how you see it. You know what I mean? But even in Alameda, I'm pretty sure a lot of the cops that are cops there are probably not from Alameda. You know? But yeah, that was messed up. The Mario Lopez thing. You know, that was sad. It was sad, man. It was really sad. Sad to see, and yeah, man, that's really all I have to say about that. Like I said, there's gonna be a rally tomorrow. Check out the video I made. I made a video where he passed away. You can check it out. Leave a comment, like, you know what I mean. I left a link to the videos, and yeah, feel free to check it out. I'm gonna see if maybe I can make it to that rally tomorrow. Um, and I'll see, because I am going to be kind of busy tomorrow, but if I can make it, I'll make it. It's going to be in the afternoon, so I might be able to make it. But yeah, man, leave me a comment, tell me what you think, or if you have any questions for me, anything you want to ask me, you know, any story you want to share about police brutality. Did any of you guys know Mario Gonzalez? I certainly didn't. I didn't know him. I don't think I know him. I don't think I've ever met him, but yeah, man, tell me what you guys think overall. If you have a question about something you maybe want me to answer, let me know. Let me know how everybody's Sunday's going. Leave a comment. Tell me what's up. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Do you think cops will go to prison if the kill of George Floyd can get prison? Maybe those cops will be held accountable. They might. They might. I mean, if they put pressure, if people put pressure on the Alameda police, possibly. If not, at best they'll get fired. At best, if no one puts the pressure, you know what I mean. But people have to put the pressure, man. I mean, I did my side. I promoted. I showed this story on my IG page and on my on this YouTube channel and on my Facebook page. So you know, it's up to us, man, to share these stories, let people know, and make it aware. Because I mean, that could even be me, bro. Because I go to Alameda all the time, bro. And who's to say some fucking Karen won't call the police on me? and I'm over there just doing my thing, and the police come and fuck with me. Who's to say that that can't happen to me or to you or anybody else? You know what I mean? That's real. That's something that we don't think about. That's something we don't think about. That's deep. When you think about it, because yeah, your life could be taken at any time for no reason whatsoever. It's bad enough we have to worry about our own killing us. You know what I mean? In the hoods, in the streets, we gotta worry about the cops too taking us out sometimes, or harassing us or brutalizing us. And that's the sad reality of being a Chicano or a black man from the hood, man, or raza from the hood. It's just you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. It feels like sometimes. You feel me? I don't know if you guys feel that way, but that's how I feel sometimes. You feel? So what's up, man? Anybody got any questions about the town, about the Bay Area? What are you guys doing for Cinco de Mayo? I was out there earlier on East 14th. It was kind of lit on East 14th. People were cruising with the Mexican flags. You know what I mean? True wise words, bro. Gracias. People were out there cruising with the Mexican flags. People were doing sideshows over there on Bancroft and 50. Uh, just help people out, bro. It was fun. I heard San Jose was cracking too. I didn't go out to San Jose this time around. I did the San Jose thing when I was a youngster. We used to go out there to San Jose and cruise around on Cinco de Mayo. But it was kind of lit today in Oakland. I was like, damn, everybody's out repping the Mexicano pride today. Even though Cinco de Mayo was what, Wednesday, I think. Yeah, there was hella people cruising around and shit on East 14th and on Bancroft and Foothill. The mission was cracking. I heard it was cracking yesterday. Was it cracking today too? Yeah, Oakland, they were doing more like sideshow shit. I seen a few lowriders cruising around too, but I seen a lot of like pickups, they're like muscle cars and fools like burning donuts and shit in Oakland earlier. But everybody had a Mexican flag out in the town. When I was out there on East 14, they were like big ass pickups with Mexican flags. Did any cops go to jail for the killing of Jerry Amaro? Hell nah. I don't think so, bro. I think the cop that did that didn't even get charged with anything, if I remember right. Not today, but yesterday. You got a little Rasa representing. Oh yeah, there was a big cruise out in San Francisco yesterday. I heard about that. I was in Concord yesterday. I performed. I did a show in Concord, a private gig yesterday. But yeah, I heard about that. I heard San Jose was cracking. I heard San Jose was cracking. I wouldn't have been surprised if the homie from Richmond, was Richmond cracking, because I know it'd be cracking out there on 23rd on Cinco de Mayo too. Let me know if there was anything going on Cinco de Mayo. I guarantee you, on the actual Cinco de Mayo, Richmond will probably be cracking because people always be cruising on 23rd all the time. But yeah, man, it be going down. It be going down all over the bay. Not not only no, hell no. Yeah, I don't think. I gotta look into the Jerry Amaro case. I remember looking into it years ago, but yeah, I don't think they went to jail. There was that other Mexican kid who got killed by the police back then too. In the 2000s, he was a youngster. He got killed on Rusdale. I was on 24th and Mission. That's dope. Hey, you know if they're gonna were they cruising today or if they're gonna be cruising on 23rd on Wednesday? I guarantee you on Wednesday they'll probably be out there. They be getting lit on 23rd though. I remember going to a cruise there back in the days. That shit was pretty lit. But yeah, and then there was a dude Eric Salgado. He got killed in Oakland last year. He was a raza. There was the other dude. What was his name? They call him Tucan. He was a dude that got killed up there in Vallejo. He was a dude from Frisco. Supposedly he was trying to break into a store or something. The police shot him. 24th and Mission changed so much. Hella hipsters, yeah, yeah, man. The gentrification. You know what I mean? Most of the people that go to the cruises and stuff, a lot of them don't even live in the Mission no more. You know what I mean? But yeah, the Mission changed, bro. I mean, the town's changing too, but you still got some Oakland flavor still around. You feel me? It hasn't gone completely. Like today, when I was cruising around East 14th and seeing all the people with the Mexican flags, That reminded me of Oakland in the '90s and 2000s when people used to hit the strip and do sideshows for Cinco de Mayo back then. You feel me? But yeah, that's the old school shit. But it was cool. It was cool to see like in the town people rapping today. But yeah, I didn't get to go to the mission one. Like I said, I was in Concord yesterday. I had a private event I had to do. It was cool. I make some cool money, so that's always a good thing. But yeah, man. So what's up with everybody, man? If you guys got any questions, something you want to bring on, let's do some questions, some Q&A. Who wants to do some Q&A? Yeah, it did. Roller shut it down at 9. Where in the mission? Or on 23rd. But yeah, the 5-0, the Rollers, they shut down they shut down the sideshow in Oakland earlier when fools were doing a sideshow on Bancroft. It was deep. Oh, and the mission. Oh, they closed it early last night. That fool said the Rollers. That's old school Bay word right there. That's as old as you got moted. If you remember that word. Oh, you got moted. But yeah, man. So anyone got any questions, any Q&A? Come on, man. Ask me some questions. Maybe I'll try to answer them as best I can. Anything anybody want to ask Jose from Oakland Latinos United? Let's do a Q&A. Anything you want to ask me, any question, and I'll try to answer it my best I can. Nothing? Cat got your tongue? But yeah, man. Nobody want to ask me nothing, man. For reals. Nadie. Oh, watching the movie 14. You know what? I only got to watch a piece of that movie. I'm gonna watch the rest of it. I remember they show like a pimp dude. They show like a homeless paisa guy and some Asian lady, if I remember right. Have you seen the movie My Culture or East Side Sushi? Those are two other good Oakland movies. Uh, the other one, Sorry to Bother You, that one was made in Oakland. And the other one with the white dude and the black dude, that one's all right. I didn't like that one as much for some weird reason. But yeah, man. So yeah, all the some of the Dark Room Familia movies are on. Yeah, the movies. I got 5 on it by Dark Room Familia about the potheads with Barney Bumble. They're on Tubi TV and a couple other movies are on there if you guys want to check them out. Anybody watch that Ruiz fight? I heard about the fight. I didn't get to watch it. Who won that fight anyway? I did hear about it, but my mind's been so busy right now. I have not watched it. Was it a good fight? Hopefully, it was a good fight. I didn't get to watch it. I heard about it. Ruiz won. Jay, did you come over the Neil Wilson stabbing? Yeah, I did cover the Neil Wilson stabbing. Actually, I did. I remember that. That happened a couple years ago. I did cover that. You gotta go back. You'll find it. It's in my video somewhere. Yeah, that was a trip. That was a trippy incident. You know what I mean? There be some fucking weirdos on Bart, man. There be some weird motherfuckers on Bart. Let me tell you. I ride Bart sometimes, and there be some J cats on there. So who knows what happened, bro? I don't know if they said something to the dude and got him pissed, or if he just randomly attacked him. But it was pretty crazy. What happened to the white J cat dude that stabbed her? I think he went to jail. I think he went to jail. I think he got charged with the killing. It's funny because the dude was like there was like I don't know if that was him, but there was a picture of him like trying to act black, like with gold grill and stuff like that. He got life. Okay. Yeah, I seen like a picture of him like with a gold grill, like dressed all hip hop style. So I don't know if that was the same dude, but supposedly that was a picture of him rolling around the internet back in a couple years back when all this happened. But yeah, yeah, that dude was a jackass for sure. I don't know. They said he has mental illness. Yeah, he looks like he's crazy. He was a J Cat, that's for sure. Era un loco. The wang. But there's a lot of crazy people out there, man. A lot of J Cats out there. A lot, sadly. I think they need to reinstate mental disabled. Mentally, like the I don't know. In the old days, they used to call them insane asylums, but they need to have like places to help those people, man. Because this is the reason why so many people are getting killed by police because police do not know how to handle J catty people or unstable people. And if you have a lot of those people around, like I was saying, if you have a lot of unstable people walking around, those people are either gonna afflict violence on people, or the police are gonna inflict violence on them. You know what I mean? Yeah, on Bart, there's a lot of fucking weirdos. I was in Sacramento a while back, and I got on their train system. They call it the light rail. And same thing, bro. Just like Bart, hello weirdos and crackheads and J-cats. I was like, wow, man. It just seems like it's everywhere, man. It's not just in the Bay Area or Oakland or in San Francisco. Stockton too, bro. You go out there, you see the same thing. You feel me? But it's just like we need more programs to help these people. We need to open up places to house some of these people like they used to have in the old days. The problem is when Ronald Reagan became president, he shut down a lot of the mental institutions. You know what I mean? And that's why you have so many crazies. Bart don't trip on homeless no more. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think any public transportation does. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I was in Sacramento about a month ago and I rode the light rail out there, which is like kind of like their little train system out there. And same thing, bro. It was like hella weirdos, J-cats, crackheads, you know what I mean? Fools talking to themselves. It was the same shit, you know? Just like Bart. But yeah, man. Yeah, it'd be a trip, bro. I don't remember so many crazies on Bart when I was young, bro. They were always around, but not like you see now. Not like you see now, that's for sure. So yeah, man. So what's going on with everybody? How's everybody doing? How's your weekend? What is up? Anybody got any questions? Oh, on AC Transit? Yeah, I haven't rode AC Transit in a while, bro. It's been a quick minute since when's the last time I rode AC Transit? I want to say like 2 years ago, maybe. I rode it. I think so. Yeah, like 2 years ago. I want to say I rode it. The AC Transit. It's been a while, man. It's been a long time. I remember back in the days when they would give you a little transfer and you could use it all the time. And then later on, they started charging for the transfer like 25 cents. And then now it's like what? Those all day passes now? I don't know how much they cost now. They were like $5 a couple years back. I don't know how much they cost now. But yeah, AC Transit. What do you guys think about the way AC Transit built those bus lanes in the middle of East 14th? Do you guys, Laura International, do you guys like those or you think they're fucking annoying? I think they're annoying and they cause a lot of traffic. We used to drop it out back windows so the homies got on. Yeah, they are annoying. Yeah, they cause a lot of traffic. Those middle lanes for sure. They cause a lot of traffic. And people drive on those damn lanes all the time, bro. I see fools driving on those lanes all the time. But yeah, they are lightweight annoying though. I think they cause a lot of congestion. To be honest, personally, you know what I mean. But yeah, man, I had heard about them doing that. They were gonna do that some years back, so they had already planned it many years back, bro. Because I remember hearing about the bus lanes maybe 10 years ago, bro. No lie. About 10 years ago, they were talking about creating those stupid bus lanes. You feel me? It's just crazy. It's like growing up in Oakland. There used to be a lot of fights on AC Trans back when I was a kid. Yeah, fights. I remember fools getting robbed. My brother got into a few fights with some black dudes on the AC Transit when he was young. You know, I remember the AC Transit mob. back in the days. Did you hear about the small protest in Oakland yesterday? No, I didn't. I think I heard. Yeah, I think I did. I think I did hear about a small protest, about a May 1st protest yesterday. I believe. I think so. But yeah, I remember AC Transit. I seen some crazy shit on there. I remember one time I was on the AC right on East 14th and High Street. We were waiting at the light, and some dude just started throwing up gang signs on me on the street, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't remember what he was, if he was a Norteño or a Border Brother, but he was like throwing up hella gang signs, like this nigga. But yeah, man. Yeah, I knew folks that got robbed on AC Transit, and my brother got into hella fights on AC Transit before. You feel me? Yeah, it used to be crazy riding the AC back in the days. I used to ride it all. Thing is, I used to ride it a lot when I was a youngster, and I never got into no problems on AC Transit. Oh yeah, the epic Beardman fight. I remember that. That shit was hella funny. That dude's still alive. I used to see him around all the time. He's kind of like a J Cat, that epic beer guy. But orale, Burka's in the house. Who's that? Gabriel 505. Gracias, homie. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yeah, he's alive and well. I haven't seen him around. I used to always see him around like on over there by MacArthur and Fruitvale all the time. And I've seen him a couple of times, like over there by East 14, by Fruitvale and 35th. I've seen him a couple times. But yeah, I used to always see him around, bro. He was a trippy dude, to say the least. But yeah, that was hella funny. That black dude, he thought he was gonna beat that old man up, and that old man fucked his ass up. That shit. Have you guys ever seen look up the epic Beardman fight, Opie and Anthony with Patrice O'Neal? That shit is hella funny. It's hella funny. Yeah, he's a Vietnam vet. Yeah, he's sort of J Caddy from what I remember. But yeah, that shit was hella funny when that fight happened. I think I made a video about that fight a long time ago, possibly. But yeah, I remember that. Vietnam Tom or something. That's what somebody told me they call him. Because a friend of mine knew him. Or Vietnam Tom or Vietnam Dave or something. I know the black brother's embarrassed. Yeah, you never see nothing about that dude again. I wonder whatever happened to that dude. that shit was that fool was doing too much though. The black dude, he was like, like he's doing too much. I mean, if you can't see that the old man is not all there, I certainly ain't gonna get into a fight with some old J Cat. I'm probably gonna ignore his ass. Like this dude's a J Cat, you know. Unless he's in my face trying to attack me, but if not, chances are I'm not gonna give a fuck about what some J Cat is telling me. I'm probably gonna walk away and be like, whatever, But this guy was like acting all hard, like he was had something to lose, and the old man showed him what's up. Showed him what time it was. Like, yeah, man. Yeah, that was funny. That was a long fucking time ago, huh? When did that happen? That was about 10 years ago. Cause yeah, that was like in the 2000s. I remember when that happened. It was before 2010, I believe. It had to have been like maybe like 2007, 8, or 9 or something like that. Yeah, I remember it happened over there by Lake Merritt, kind of by like 19th Street. No, what's that street by Lakeside Drive? It was like in that area, kind of by where Lake Merritt and downtown Oakland kind of meet. You know what I mean? That's where it happened. They were like the bus stopped right there in that area after the fight. But yeah, that fool, that Vietnam Tom, epic beard dude. Oh yeah, he was leaking. And he said, "I want an ambulance. Give me an ambulance." I remember that. That shit was hella funny. Yeah, they made jokes about that for days, bro, online. For days. That shit was hilarious. But yeah, look up that. If you look up Epic Beardman, Opie and Anthony, that shit is hella funny. It's online. It's like they're analyzing the video, but the commentary is fucking hilarious. It's hella. It's with with a comedian named Patrice O'Neal. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. He was hella funny, black dude. But the shit he was saying about the fight was fucking hilarious. You guys should look that up. I'm sure you'll find it online. It's on here on YouTube. The epic beard dude. That was funny, man. So yeah, man, I'm almost coming up to the hour mark. So what's up with y'all, man? Who got any questions? Anything you want to bring up? Any topics? Anything? Just hi, Jose, or something. But yeah, anything you want to ask me? Any video suggestions you might have? You know, let me know. Because I'm about to get off this soon. And the hour mark is coming. And yeah, I'm going to get off soon. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this live feed. Thank you guys for coming on and joining me. You know what I mean? Paisas versus Chicanos. I made a video about that a while back. But maybe I could redo it. I did make a video about that. You know, I was always cool with Paisas. You know what I mean? My mom and dad were paisas, you know what I mean? So, you know, hating paisas is like hating my mom and dad, you feel me? That's the way I look at it. Um, I was always cool with a lot of paisitas, you know what I mean? What do I think about Tupac claiming Oakland? It never bothered me, but he wasn't from the town. But I guess he claimed it because a lot of people showed him love in the town, I guess. I think it bothered me more when he started claiming LA. but but yeah, man. But yeah, I made a video about Mexicanos versus Paisas. He claimed the West. He claimed the West Coast. He claimed that Biggie messed him up. I fucked your wife. Yeah, man. I remember when all that was going on, all that beef between Biggie and Tupac. It was wild, man. It was wild. You would hear about it a lot back then. This whole East Coast versus West Coast thing. You know, I was a youngster though. I was like in high school. Well, I was fresh out of high school. I was about to graduate from high school when all that was going on. I think the year Tupac died, I want to say that was my last year in high school. But yeah, I remember all that. Those were wild times. It's crazy because Tupac didn't live to be too old, man. He shouldn't have got into gang politics. That is true. That is true. He started hanging around with the Bloods and he started acting like he was one. So, To Live and Die was supposed to be To Live and Die in the Bay, but shit told him chanting to LA. Out of respect for the Paisas and have a lot of friends and family. Friend family, but some are rude to some Chicanos because we don't speak Spanish, especially if he's not from LA. Yeah, I mean, but then some Chicanos are rude to Paisas too, though, bro. It goes both ways, bro. Really, you know. But I get you. I get that some Mexicanos are you know, act rude or act ignorant against Chicanos that don't speak Spanish. But yeah, the whole Tupac thing about him claiming L.A. or making the song To Live and Die in L.A. It was weird. It was weird when that song came out. It tripped me out, like To Live and Die in L.A. But I guess Tupac was really from everywhere when you really think about it, man. He was from New York, Baltimore, L.A., Oakland, Marine City. He was a man with no land. Hella Paisas in Fruitvale, yeah, especially now. It seems like there's way more now. Used to be a lot more Chicanos on Fruitvale when I was younger. But yeah, there's a lot of Paisas now. A lot of Guatemalans, especially. A lot of people from Guatemala. Los Guatemaltecos, los Chapines. Yeah, a lot of Guatemalans, a lot of Paisas for sure. For sure. There's a lot more now. Even then when I was growing up. When I was growing up they were around, but there was a lot of Mexicanos. There weren't no Guatemalans when I was growing up in Oakland. If there was very few. I remember mostly around Fruitvale, it was mostly like when I was growing up around Fruitvale, there was a lot of Mexicanos, a lot of Chicanos, a lot of people from Texas and New Mexico, like Chicanos from Texas and New Mexico, like Tejanos. There were Portuguese, a few of them around. There was a lot of Native Americans and blacks, of course. You know what I mean? That's what I remember was more around Fruitvale when I grew up, when I was growing up. You know what I mean? A lot of Chicanos though back then. A lot. I remember I knew a lot in those times. A lot of them left though. A lot of them either died or got caught up in the drug shit or gang shit, or they moved out and they left to like the Central Valley or to other places or to other Bay Area cities. You know what I mean? And then, you started getting a lot of Guatemalans and Mexicanos and Central Americans coming in now. So that's kind of who dominates now in the Fruitvale area. But to me, it's always going to be the hood. That's where I'm from. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm past the hour mark. What's up? If anyone got any questions before I get off, anything you want to throw on, let me know. Leave it in the comment section. Don't be afraid to comment. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to get off soon. Let me know what's going on. If you have any questions, anything you want to add to the conversation, anything you want me to answer, any suggestions, just let me know. Because I'm going to get off soon. Throw it in there. Nada? Nobody? Wow. I thought you guys was a lot of natives here also. Oh yeah, in Albuquerque or in New Mexico, I know there's hella natives out there. There used to be a lot of Native Americans here when I was growing up in the town. I knew a lot of folks from like New Mexico, uh, Arizona, from the Dakotas too. I knew a lot of natives from the Dakotas. I knew some Northern Cheyennes. I knew some Lakotas. A few other tribes. I think I met a dude who was an Apache. So yeah, I met Navajo. I met a couple of Navajos too. So yeah, there used to be a big native population in the town when I was growing up for sure. I knew a lot of them, quite a few of them. A lot of them were homies, you know what I mean, back in the days. A lot of them used to act like Chicanos. A lot of fools from like 38 and 36 and those hoods were natives. Patrick said Bay instead of LA. He only was LA for a few years. Would have been a Bay classic. Yeah. To live and die in the Bay. Would have made more sense, huh? El Tupaco, El Tupac. I bet you a lot of people out there don't know that the name Tupac is a Peruvian name from Tupac Amaru, a Native American Inca warrior. That's where Tupac's name came from. Most people don't even know that. See, Big Tone did a song to live a night in the Bay. Oh, I think I did see that song. I think I heard it before. For sure, I probably seen the music video. Big Tone, that's the dude from Antioch, ain't he? I think he's from the Yacht Town, I believe. But yeah, man. So yeah, man, nobody got anything else to say? Because if not, I'm going to have to cut it. Come on, man. Some last questions, some last things you could throw in there for me before I get off. Anything. You ever go to the Mission District? Yeah, of course. I haven't been there this year, though. Slipping into Dark Side on Soul Food. Oh, yeah, the Funky Aztecs. I'm going to make a video about them soon. I actually been talking to Merciless from the Funky Aztecs, and I'm gonna be making a video about them soon. I'm gonna get the real deal about the group for sure. He liked the video I did about Darkroom Familia, so he wants me to do one about the Funky Aztecs. So be on the lookout. Hopefully that'll be out very very soon. Maybe next week. Hopefully, if not for sure the next week. I just gotta get on my ass. I gotta ask him a few questions, and I've been kind of busy and I've been hesitant. To the homie from Albuquerque, yeah, I've been to the Mission District. That's right across the bridge, in San Francisco. I haven't been there this year at all. Last year I did go a lot, but this year I haven't been there at all in San Francisco. So, yeah, the next time I go out there, I'm going to do a little barrio tours of San Francisco for sure. The Mission Show, the Mission District. You feel me? Neighborhood has a lot of history, man. A lot of history in that barrio, for sure. But yeah, man, so that's about it. We're way past the hour mark. This was Live with Jay, number 23. Your boy Jose from Eastside Oakland. Oakland Latinos United. Like always, brother, have a good Cinco de Mayo weekend. Don't get too drunk. Chicano culture in Northern California is cool, a lot of different from Southern California. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, we're all raza, but for sure, in Northern California, we do things a little different, for sure. Even the way we talk, the way we handle ourselves, the way we dress, the music we like is a little bit different than what they like in SoCal. But then there's a lot of things that are similar as well, you know. When I was growing up, I would say Chicanos in the Bay Area were a little bit more into the Chicano style. You know what I mean? There were more cholos out here and stuff like that. Fools into lowriders, but that kind of started fading away in the Bay Area, especially in the 2000s. And it changed a lot. It changed the game a lot in Northern California. You know, but that's just how it is. We're all raza. At the end of the day, whether we're from LA or from the Bay, but what I mean, we have our different experiences as well, and it is what it is. Doesn't mean we have to hate each other. If anything, we should respect each other's differences instead of always pointing the finger at each other. That's just my take on it. You feel me? But yeah, man, this is Jose with Oakland Latinos United. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Be sure to tell your friends, tell your homies to subscribe, to join these live feeds. Check out my IG, Oakland Latinos United. Like my IG and follow. Like my Facebook and follow, Oakland Latinos United. And that's about it. Till the next time. This Jose. I'll be back next Sunday. Maybe I'll do a random live feed sometime this week, like I do. Maybe I'll go tomorrow to the protest for Mario Gonzalez if I get a chance, and I'll do a live feed there real quick. But yeah, good night to you two, our best, and good night to Cepeda and to the other homies on here, the dude from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Be safe and take care, Raza. Stay ground.